workout today. So tomorrow we have a press conference. Today open workout. We just finished a great sparring, last part of season. And now just gonna show for the crowd a little bit of our work.
It was the day he's supposed to rest, and then they call all of us to come here because he decided to train. My opinion was the best decision. This is the way Mike handle the things. He's supposed to rest, but he changed the idea, and we're here to push in as much as we can. Excited after the week, and here we are.
Mike Tyson is going all out in training for his upcoming fight against Jake Paul. He's diving into intense daily workouts, pushing his limits with his classic Mike Tyson push-ups, explosive drills, and heavy sparring sessions. Each day, Tyson focuses on building his power, sharpening his speed, and refining his defense.
If you've looked up Mike Tyson's workouts, he trained every day. He'd do skipping for 10, 20, 30 minutes. He'd run a few miles. He'd do 2,000 push-ups, 2,000 sit-ups, 2,000 squats, 25 minutes of neck bridges where you put your head on the floor and essentially it's almost like you're almost head standing, like break dancing on the floor, getting a rep every time you do this for your neck. And when I saw this, something just hit me, and I bet you can imagine this. In a weird way, not using weight and doing these high rep exercises would actually turn you into a guy, like a beast mode, which sounds cringe, but like in your own mental strength.
He's hitting the bag, shadow boxing, and working on footwork to stay quick and lethal. His goal is to be in peak condition, leaving no room for error. With every punch and every drop of sweat, Tyson is preparing to show Jake Paul what true heavyweight boxing is all about.
Yeah. Your brother. Huh? Your brother doing good. When you win this fight, what is the first thing you're going to do?
I don't know. Eat some ice cream.
Yeah. After the fight, is it okay if I give you a hug?
Maybe I'll pass it.
Oh, okay.
Hummus is good, right?
I would just lay off. The hummus and the wraps. I wouldn't eat the fruit.
I would right to it.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay.
Open workout today. So tomorrow we have a press conference. Today open workout. We just finished a great sparring, last part of season. And now just gonna show for the crowd a little bit of our work. Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Billy talking stupid shit all the time.
Mike Tyson is in relentless preparation mode, training up to 6 hours daily to gear up for his fight against Jake Paul. Known for his unwavering discipline, Tyson pushes himself to the limits with extended sessions of intense cardio, bag work, and strength training.
Hear Mike Tyson on the Killing Show, what he talks about Jake Paul is very important.
And I decided I started him, and I'm going to finish him.
I can't believe he's favored to win this fight.
Well, that's so good. Listen, I'm 60 years old. He's 27. So, I don't know.
Yeah, you're older than he is, but you are Mike Tyson, and he isn't.
Exactly. I started
For
him.
real. You're Mike Tyson.
I started Jake Paul off.
Can I ask you, how did you start him off?
On my fight with Roy Jones, I allowed him to fight on the card, and I decided I started him, and I'm going to finish him.
Well done. You do that.
Training hard?
Training extremely hard, yeah.
How many hours a day?
I start 11.
11 a.m.?
Yeah, 11 in the morning.
Oh, no.
I start 11, and I might leave the gym at 5.
You're going to beat this kid, Jake Paul?
Very badly.
Yeah. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, November 15th, live on Netflix. The great Mike Tyson,
Not
everybody.
long to go now. Mike Tyson got this.
One iconic move Tyson incorporates into his training is his specialized full-body push-ups, also known as Mike Tyson push-ups. Unlike standard push-ups, Tyson's version demands explosive strength from the arms, core, and legs, working the entire body in each rep. This variation promotes balance, endurance, and overall body control, qualities crucial for Tyson's in-ring agility and power.
That's my guy, that right there. That's my guy. How are you? How are you? Nice to see you, brother.
Oh, you keep me calm.
Nice. Come on, punch him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Recently, Tyson opened up about his training regimen, describing the daily discipline required to prepare for his fight against Jake Paul. Tyson's routine includes morning runs, rigorous strength training, and dedicated hours of shadow boxing and bag work. He also dedicates time to sparring sessions, working through countless rounds to maintain his boxing rhythm and timing.
You know, when you get near 50, like, you start thinking about your whole life expectation.
Okay.
That I'm gonna die soon. You know, sometimes I come from the gym, I'm working out. I take a couple of mushrooms before I work out, right? So I'm working out, I'm pumped up, looking at myself in the mirror, just really going for it on the treadmill. And then I go in the shower, I look in the mirror, I'm flexing, and the shoe say, you know you're gonna die.
I was about to say, at some point, they got to Mike.
You do know you're gonna die, but surely you do know you're gonna die. All right, so and this is speeding the process by working out this damn hard. And then I start freaking out a little bit.
Recent footage of Mike Tyson's training has been circulating on social media, revealing the boxer's razor-sharp focus and determination as he gears up for the fight. The clips show Tyson's no-nonsense approach, emphasizing each punch and movement with precision and power. Despite his age, his punches are fierce, and his commitment is evident in his powerful jabs, footwork drills, and intensity in the ring.
It's over. The more you do is just extras. Michael home today, happy, confident, and knocking out. I did my thing. Now we're gonna do conditioning. Can you imagine one more round, you're gonna feel tired, exhausted? No, we did 4, and now we're going to do something extra now.
Come and get me, Mike. Come on. There we go. That's it right there. Perfect. That's one. Good one. Nice. Come and get me, Mike.
Let's go,
there
Mike.
we go. That's round yet. That's round yet. Let's go. Come on, Mike. There we go. Using those legs now. Good.
People come to him and say you are the people's champ. So this is really motivate him to be in the gym from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every single day.
Shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Expect the biggest fight of the history. Why? Because we talk about Mike Tyson. We talk about Netflix, live on Netflix, something that never had before.
Popular podcast host Joe Rogan recently weighed in on the Paul versus Tyson fight, expressing mixed feelings. According to Rogan, while Tyson is undeniably capable of taking on Jake Paul, he believes the match might be better left unmade.
Like, everybody's talking about this Mike Tyson thing. I was like, man, they should not be letting this thing happen.
I really hope he doesn't knock Mike Tyson out.
To me,
I'll just be real bummed out to see Mike get KO'd
right,
at 58 years old.
60, basically.
like, what other sport would we let a 58-year-old man compete other than golf?
Right.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, why are we letting this happen?
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but he's made for it, man. Like, he's made
Mike
for it.
is?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Listen,
what he is.
Dude, he's perfectly capable of knocking him out.
He is perfectly capable. If he zigs when he should have zagged, if Mike can close the distance in a way that he doesn't expect, and Mike also has layers upon layers of attacks that are in his mind. He's forgotten more about boxing than Jake Paul has ever remembered.
This is a guy
also,
like that going to have.
How does he feel now? He might have been excited when he said he wanted to do it, but how does he feel now? You got months and months and months of this.
I just want to see something other than those mitts.
Does he dismiss does he wish he didn't say yes to it? How's his health? How's his back? How's his knees?
Seems to be having fun when he's promoting it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he seems to be into
It's probably on mushrooms, bro.
And it's also risk versus reward. Like, if he loses, he's also almost 60. If he wins, that's another great. Imagine he knocks him out.
Layer on
It's
the
like,
mystique.
He's a monster. Look, at the end of the day, Mike Tyson's a monster. And if he can get that monster...
Rogan mentioned that seeing Tyson, at 58, face off against a young social media star could raise concerns about Tyson's long-term health.
He uncorks a boom on Jake Paul and watch Jake Paul go into Queer Street. That will be wild. To watch a 58-year-old Mike, that would be best case scenario for the world.
I agree.
For sure.
Worst case
Best
scenario is
yeah.
someone gets hurt.
Yeah, best case scenario for the world is that he knocks Jake Paul out.
Yeah, best case scenario is Jake Paul realizes immediately he's in there with Mike Tyson. That Mike Tyson, at least for a round or two,
first time he
Mike
gets
Tyson.
cracked, it's gonna. I guarantee that his head's gonna be like, oh shit.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
How many rounds is it?
I think it's 8.
Yeah.
8 2-minute rounds.
That are 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think they're
minutes?
doing 2-minute rounds, and I think
They're a
they
little
have.
better.
Do they have 10-ounce gloves or 12-ounce gloves,
It's a
Jamie?
lot better the 2-minute rounds.
Yeah. I think they're making them have slightly bigger gloves.
14 ounce.
14 ounces. That's so sparring gloves.
Yeah. And the excitement surrounding the Tyson versus Paul fight was amplified when DC Documentary tweeted, "Even with Mike Tyson's greater age, Mike will easily vanquish Jake Paul." The statement resonated with Tyson's fans, who believe the former heavyweight champion still has the skill and ferocity to dispatch an opponent like Paul. Mike Tyson recently appeared on Joe Rogan's podcast and shared insights into what boxing means to him personally. Tyson explained that boxing has always been his way of channeling emotions, power, and inner turmoil.
I was 19, but the fact is that I put so much of myself into boxing, my emotions and everything. That was magnificent. That was great. But then when I came to life, it was disastrous.
Right.
Imagine being the guy that's just so, boom, always in the person's face. Hey, guess what? Hey, baby, I love you. Hey, what's this? Hey, what's this? And I'm just that manic type of person.
With everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you, but he's gonna stop.
Even outside of boxing, Tyson is dedicated to self-improvement, constantly working on his fitness and mindset. He noted that even though he may have taken breaks from boxing, he never truly stopped training his body and mind.
Yeah, totally. I could imagine that it would be just, you wouldn't be interested. Because you're still working, it's like a great man who was a great fighter at one point in his time stops thinking about himself. You're always working on yourself.
Constantly. Listen, if you know who you are at this stage of your life, then you're very limited.
Right.
If I know who I am at this stage, 55 years old, and I know who I am, this is never going to change.
Right.
This is who I am right now. I'm going to be a very limited person.
Yeah.
You know, every day of our life we change without even knowing.
Absolutely.
Without even knowing we change.
That's at every age, right? That's at 12, that's at 35.
Do you
We're
know
growing.
That I know
We're
what
work
I
in
noticed?
progress.
I noticed the older I get, the closer I am to my past. I started meeting people when I was 7 years old, 8 years old. Now, after that, I'm 55. I became world champion. They won 25 or 50 Grammys, or platinum albums or something. And we just went on a different world, but we came from that brilliant little cesspool.
Also, they probably also can relate to you because they can't believe their life is real either.
No, they tell me that too, yeah.
Everybody says that.
A recent video shows Mike Tyson delivering a brutal left hook that sends his sparring partner through the ropes.
Nice left hook. Up.
Was good for today.
Yeah.
I truly
You sure?
Yeah, me
Yes.
too.
You sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
You sure?
Yeah.
With me, it's all
Yes.
right? Let's do this.
You did great.
We're done.
We're gonna do.
You sure?
Yeah.
Trust me. I got a lot in me. It's work, boy. Just getting started.
Former heavyweight champ Shannon Briggs has weighed in on Tyson's abilities, saying he's still dangerous and his speed is still fast. According to Briggs, Tyson's age has done little to diminish his skill, power, and quick reflexes.
There's got to be one thing that really separates him from the pack as boxers, not from fans.
I mean, just speed
Yeah.
and ferocity. If somebody's so fast that when you go to punch and they beat you to the punch, or it's dangerous. And he was just ferocious. I think a lot of times too, the fear factor going into a fight with a guy like that, nobody has seen a guy like that to that point. Here he not really fighting left-handed. He going both ways. You know what I'm saying? He was squaring up. He was doing things that you really it's hard to train for. So he was just so dangerous.
That's why I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you with speed.
Yeah.
Teddy G Beats recently shared a video of an iconic Mike Tyson speech following one of his early knockout victories. The video captures Tyson's intensity and passion for boxing, showing a young Tyson whose confidence was built on raw knockout power.
Yeah, Lennox Lewis. Lennox, I'm coming for you.
Mike, is it frustrating to train like you did and then have this in 7 or 8 seconds?
For this fight, I only trained probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks for this fight. I had to bury my best friend, and I dedicated this fight. I wasn't going to fight. I dedicated this fight to him. I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lennox is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Gene Kilroy, a longtime friend of Tyson, recently commented on the boxer's current condition, saying he's impressive beyond expectation. Kilroy is amazed at Tyson's ability to maintain such intense training and conditioning at this age.
The difference between wisdom and knowledge
Knowledge is knowing, wisdom is doing.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people know, but
here's what I say. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. Now, I tell people, today is a gift. Listen to me. The present. You can have kids. They can love you, but they f*** up. But if they respect you, they don't f*** up. Respect is everything. I don't want people to love me, respect me. And I say people get jealous of you. Yeah, the strongest I've ever, and I know you since you're 13. I think this impresses out of me. Nothing impresses me. You know, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I don't lie. I was worried about him traveling here, traveling there, he's not getting, I can sleep now at night. This is great.
My mother died when I was 16, man. I wonder if she came back to life, would she know who I am?
What's that?
My mother died at 16. If she came back to life, I wonder if she recognized me.
Yeah, she would. She would.
Yeah.
Joe Egan, another close friend and former sparring partner of Tyson, has recalled sparring sessions where Tyson's power and speed left a lasting impact. Egan remarked on how Tyson's physique is still remarkable, noting the strength and stamina Tyson brings to his workouts even now.
But I was so relaxed. Next, when I look into the ring, and Mike's pacing the ring and his shirt off. His body, his physique was incredible. His biceps, his chest, his neck, incredible. I hadn't seen him stripped to the waist. Yeah. And I'm looking, I'm thinking, that's not the same 17-year-old boy I met yesterday. That's not the same 17-year-old boy I ran with this morning. That's not the same 17-year-old boy I sat next to on the minibus getting here. Yeah. Then Cuss pointed to one of the big men to get in. He was knocked spark out. I tell people, I say it all the time, I ruined a good pair of underpants at that moment in time. I shit myself. There's no way a 17-year-old should have that power. He knocked a couple more out. I got in, I got battered for 3 minutes, got out, a couple more, got in, then I was back in again. I'd done 6 minutes with him that day. But the madness in me, George, because I do believe fighters have to have a little bit of madness in them. Serious punishment off that man over 2 years. He made me cry so many times. But psychologically, I believed if I could take Mike Tyson's punishment, I could take anybody's punishment. Because he was such a power puncher. He used to speak to my mum on the phone regular, oh, Mrs. Egan, chatting away, and she'd say to him, oh, Mike, thank you so much for looking after my son. But he was minding me as well. Yeah. Even though he was battering me, he was minding me. I remember one time when Sugar Ray Leonard came to the gym. He came to the gym on 2 occasions while I was there. And Mike wanted to impress Ray Leonard because he was in awe of Sugar Ray Leonard, like a lot of fighters are. Yeah. And Mike savagely beat his sparring partner.
Young boxing star Ryan Garcia has shared his thoughts on the Tyson-Paul fight, calling the matchup awesome, but expressing concerns about Tyson's well-being. Garcia, while a fan of both fighters, acknowledges that the significant age gap could be a factor in Tyson's performance.
I like Jake. That's it.
You think he's doing a good job?
Yes.
What do you think about the Tyson fight that he just announced?
That's awesome. Fuck yeah, dude. Try to fight Tyson. If he knocks you out, but at least you fought Tyson. That's cool.
At this point, I think Tyson's 58, right?
Well, that's not okay. You know, he's like 60 years old. But
how much of his power do you think he lost? Do you think it's still Mike Tyson?
I think like that's the last thing to go.
Mike Tyson has made a confident statement about Jake Paul's expectations for their upcoming bout, saying, Jake thinks it's going to be an easy night, but it's not going to be an easy night for him. Tyson's words have left fans excited, as he intends to give Paul a taste of real boxing experience.
Well, I'm not going to lose. So I can't even fathom losing. I can't even imagine it. He's not going to win. I think he thinks this is going to be a very easy night. It's not going to be an easy night.
I don't think that. I think it's going to be a war of ages. The fans are the ones who win out of this, but I know you, I know your soul on a deeper level, and I know myself, and I know you're not gonna fucking quit, and neither am I. You could rip my head off, I can go down to the canvas, you can fuck me up, I could be bleeding from everywhere, and I'm not gonna stop. And I know that's the same for you. That's the beauty of this, is I don't think it's gonna be easy. I know it's gonna be hard.
You had a great career, but in many ways, this is the biggest event.
Actor and boxing enthusiast Mark Wahlberg has shared his prediction for the fight, suggesting that Tyson might be able to defeat Jake Paul in the first round.
You're a big fight fan. Who you got, Mike Tyson or Jake Paul next week?
Look, I mean, I'd like to see the old Mike come out one more time, one rounder. I just hope nobody gets hurt. And, I always watch Mike on pay-per-view. People always complain, oh, one round, it wasn't worth the money. I always got my money's worth when I was watching Mike. He's a dear friend versus hopefully he's going to be healthy and he does the old Mike thing one more time.
You can put money on him?
I don't gamble.
You don't gamble. All right, you're the man, Mark. Thank you. And congrats again. You're the man.
On Twitter, user Olalu shared their thoughts on the fight, tweeting, "No way. Jake Paul is getting walked. I respect his work, but no way Mike loses unless it's script." Roy Jones Jr., who fought Tyson in a 2020 exhibition, has remarked that even in his later years, Tyson remains a powerful force. Jones witnessed Tyson's strength and skill firsthand and believes that his power is still dangerous.
That's how I think Mike's game plan will be. For the first round, for the second round, he'll just explode. Because I agree with you, the longer it goes on, that I think Mike Tyson will lose his power. A little bit like the rope-a-dope scenario, right? He'll just punch himself out. But do you honestly see Jake Paul being able to survive 6 minutes, 4 minutes of Iron Mike Tyson just going for it?
That's the real question. How much can Jake survive? That's the real question. Because Mike has what it takes to get anybody out of there. And I'm going to tell you this. When I boxed him 4 years ago, it was only 2-minute rounds, but surprisingly, he never really declined. He stayed the same the whole fight. And that surprised me. So if they're doing 2-minute rounds, Mike's not going to tire out. I already know that because I watched him do it.
Well, we were talking to Adam Cattrall yesterday. He's a obviously TalkSport's boxing expert, and he was saying that when you guys fought, you and Mike, because you guys are legends and you understand the sport of boxing.
Tyson's workout routine has drawn admiration from fans and athletes alike as he pushes himself to stay in top shape. Videos and social media posts showcase his regimen, highlighting his dedication to conditioning, strength, and agility training. Tyson's ability to maintain his form at this stage in life is both remarkable and inspiring, proving that his commitment to health and fitness remains as strong as ever.
Mike Tyson is looking in incredible shape ahead of the Jake Paul fight, of which he has had so much time to prepare for. You can see here he's doing one of his famous neck workout routines, where he's conditioning his neck. I don't know if this actually works, but nonetheless, man, he looks in incredible shape. Hopefully he's sauced up. Like, if there should be an unwritten rule where Mike Tyson should be allowed to juice up for this fight. I mean, come on, come on. Jake Paul has every advantage except experience and potentially still punching power. I'd imagine getting hit off Mike Tyson would still be quite bad. But man, I don't think I've ever rooted for someone more in my life. Like, it's not that I don't like Jake Paul, but at the same time, this fight, man, it just worries me, it irritates me, I don't agree with it. But I'm rooting for Mike Tyson big time. Big time. I hope he beats Jake Paul. I just love it. I would just love it if Mike Tyson goes in there and decapitates it. Well, that's a bit too far. But you get what I'm saying, figuratively. But at the same time, I don't know, man. Jake Paul is so young. I don't know. I don't agree with this fight, but it's interesting.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.